Hi there, my name is Grace Stenberg from Stenberg Pilates, and we are here today to talk about our posterior muscles, starting with our bottoms. So, hi there, my name is Grace Stenberg from Stenberg Pilates, and we are here today to talk about posterior muscles and how important they are with day-to-day activity, and especially for athletes. A lot of us athletes, as I was one once myself, I was a tennis player and I went to college for tennis, I worked heavily in my quads. Now, some athletes work heavily in their hamstrings and they're not working enough in their bottoms. So we kind of want a whole rounded, or a well-rounded, I should say, feel when we work out. While we're doing that, we also want to be using and engaging our core muscles. So our posterior muscles, if you think about it, our spine, our bottom sometimes tends to sit heavy, but the bottom supports our spine. Really important. From there, your spine, your pelvis, and your spine sit into your glutes. Your glutes your bottom supports your spine. Your pelvis sits into your glutes. Your spine comes up and out of your pelvis. Whole block works together. Your bottom supports your spine. Your pelvis sits into your glutes. Your bottom works your spine. Your pelvis sits into your glutes. Your glutes, your spine comes up out of your pelvis. Your bottom supports your spine. Your pelvis sits into your bottom. Your pelvis lifts, your pelvis, your spine lifts up out of your pelvis. Hi there, my name is Grace Stenberg, owner of Stenberg Pilates, and we are here to talk about our posterior muscles and how important they are. How you use them day to day, whether you're an athlete, whatever you might be doing in your life, even walking down the school halls, walking down the street, you need to be thinking about how to use your muscles correctly. I was once a tennis player and I was very heavy in my quads. I wasn't using my core properly, nor was I using my backside properly. So I would like to share a little information with you about our posterior muscles. So as we all know, your bottom supports your spine. From there, your pelvis sits into your bottom. Pelvis sits into your bottom. If you've got a weak bottom, your spine, your lower back, is going to slowly either start to arch a little bit, or you might sink a little bit, and or you might start to develop some lower back pain. So again, to reiterate, your bottom supports your spine, your pelvis sits into your glutes. From there, the spine lifts up out of your pelvis, and that is your posterior muscles working together. They all work together to help you. So in Pilates, we like to think of it as our powerhouse or our box. Really, it starts from here, your upper abdominals. Now, feel your upper abdominals and take a deep inhale, let your ribs stick out. Now as you exhale, feel those muscles in your ribs start to draw together. Now, try inhaling and keeping those muscles together engaged. Try not to stick those ribs out too much. And then exhale, pull those upper abdominals together like you're knitting together your ribs. From there, you want to think about pulling your stomach in and up. Now, it's not sucking in your stomach, because if I suck in my stomach, I stick my back out. I want to think about my tailbone going to the ground, pulling my stomach up, pulling my ribs in, closing that cage. Squeezing my heels together to work my bottom. So from there, you think the front of your thighs going to the side, wrapping. So the front muscles going to your side muscles, the side muscles going to your back side, your hamstrings. Squeeze that together. If you see, if I'm not engaging it, there's light in between my legs. If I engage it, I pull my stomach in and up, pull my tailbone down to the ground. I bring the top of my thighs to the side of my thighs to the back, nice and tight, and I hold it. Also, think about what your shoulders are doing. Are they up? Are they down? Are they forward? Think about pulling your shoulders up and back and sliding the muscles down. Nice and strong. So from there, you should feel a really strong core foundation. Lifting up out of your bottom. Nice, strong lower back. Stomach is tight. Bottom is tight. And from here, we can now start our exercises. So if you're at home, you can use the back of a stool, or you could use the back of a dining table chair. If you're in a park, you use the back of a park bench. But it's nice to hold on to something just so you can keep that stability. Once you get stronger, you don't need it. You can just do it without a bar or holding on to something. Okay, so from here, I want you to hold on to your bench or your bar and squeeze your heels together. Wrap your thighs, wrap your bottom, pull your stomach in, tailbone under. Hold on to that bar, shoulders down the back, and we're going to squeeze the heels, squeeze the bottom, and you're going to lift your heels up. Nice and high. Keep squeezing those heels. Now as you lower your heels, resist it. Pull your stomach up as you lower your heels and pretend there's an anchor that's trying to pull your heels down to the ground. And again, you're going to pull the stomach in and up. You're going to squeeze your heels, wrap the thighs, and you're going to rise up. Onto those tippy toes, pull your stomach up. And now lower, tailbone under, and resist. Squeeze, tight seat from the side. Squeeze the heels and rise up. Pull the stomach in and up, tailbone under, and then slowly lower the heels down. Keep resisting, keep resisting, keep resisting. Good, now you've got that feeling. Now let's move on to the exercise. Holding on to your bar. We call this 2x4. You're gonna squeeze your bottom and you're gonna rise up onto those tippy toes. From here, you're going to keep that tailbone under you, and you're going to slowly lower your tailbone to the ground and pull that stomach in and up. Nice flat back. Now, keep your tailbone where it is, keep your bottom where it is, and keep your knees where they are, and just push your heels down and stretch. You should feel a good Achilles stretch. And squeeze the heels together and rise up. And again, lift and lower the tailbone. Drop the heels to the ground, keep the heels down, and rise up. One more, lift, and bend, and press down, and lift up. Now we're gonna reverse it. You're gonna lower your tailbone. Keep it under you. Try not to stick it out. Keep the tailbone under you. Stretch. Now try and go down as far as you can go. Squeeze the heels together, lift your heels up towards your tailbone, and zip those inner thighs together and rise up. And lower, and bend. Tailbone under, and lift, and squeeze the heels together. And one more, lower, and bend, tailbone under. Squeeze it together, and lift up. Good. Now, you can do that 3 to 5 times each way. Once you get that, we have some other exercises to help work your inner thighs and the back of your legs. Okay, so go back to your bar, holding on to your bar. I want you to keep that nice Pilates stance, which is a V with the feet. Keep that. Think one fist could fit in between your big toes. We're gonna squeeze the heels, and we're gonna lower down, and lower. You might wanna turn your feet up just a little bit, and lower, and zip it together and up 3 times, and lower, 2, lower 3, and up, and again, and lower, 2, and 3, and up. Good, now turn your feet out wider. See how wide you can turn your feet out. Nice turn out with your feet. Tailbone under. You're gonna lower 1, lower 2, lower 3, squeeze it together and rise up. And lower 2, lower 3, zip it together and up. And lower 2, lower 3, zip it together and up. One more. You should feel your back working, shoulders down the back, and up. Good. Now we're gonna lower down, tailbone under, and we're gonna pulse up 1, up 2, up 3, up 4, up 5, just halfway. And now we're gonna lower, pulse up 1, pulse up 2, pulse up 3, pulse up 4, pulse up 5. Hold it. Now, separate your feet. Again, we're gonna lower 2, lower 3. Think about pushing your knees out wide, and zip it together and rise up. And lower. You can bring your hands under your hips so you can feel what you're doing. And zip together and lift up. And tailbone under, 2, 3, and up. Lower, 2, lower 3, tailbone to the ground and up. One more, lower, 2, lower 3, keep pushing your knees out wide, and up. Good, hold it. We're gonna do the small pulses first. We're gonna lower halfway and come up halfway, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, stomach pulls in, and 5, hold it. And now, all the way, push your knees out wide, and lower up 1, and 2. You should feel those inner thighs burn, the back of the legs, 3, 4, and 5. Lift. Now for your challenge, lift those heels up. Push the knees out wide and lower. 2, lower 3, and squeeze and lift up. And again, and lower. 2, lower 3, and lift. And lower. 2, lower 3, and up. Feel the burn. Push your knees out wide. 2, 3, and up. And again, 2, 3, and up. Hold it. Now, the more that you do this, the stronger you get through here, the better your range of motion becomes. And now we're gonna do the halfway. We're gonna lower, and we're gonna come up 1. We're gonna come up 2, come up 3, come up 4, come up 5, lift and grow. Lower the heels down, rest. Pick the heels back up, and 5 times. And squeeze up 1, and 2. Push the knees out wide, 3, and zip it up, 4, and 5, lift. Lower the heels down, bring the legs together, shake it out. Walk it out and round forward. Touch the toes. Stretch. Try and bring your hands as close to your heels as possible. Pull on your legs to stretch forward more. And slowly squeeze bottom, squeeze back of the thighs together, squeeze those heels, and lift up. And you're done. Okay, thank you. I hope that helps. Bye.